EB Expo hits Australia with a bang. Minecraft takes 2 more steps towards world domination. One of the most influential men of the games industry hangs up his lancer, and Activision settles one of the disputes over its music games. We meet the Mechromancer, Steam expands into software, Karateka gets a remake, while Xbox.com has some secrets exposed. Resident Evil 6 launches to mixed reviews, Sony is suing its vice president of everything, and Forza Horizon looks truly amazing, all in this week's edition of Player Attack.
Hello to all of my friends on a Player Attack. It's me, Mario. Woohoo! You number one. Ha.
Hi, I'm Jessica Citizen. This week was the second annual EB Games Expo in Sydney, Australia, a weekend packed with hands-on time, developer Q&As, informative panels, and all sorts of awesome cosplay. Keep an eye on Player Attack over the next week or so, as we've got plenty more where that came from, including full interviews with developers from Medal of Honor Warfighter, Black Ops 2, PlayStation All-Stars Battle Royale, Assassin's Creed 3, and Halo 4. In the meantime, though, there is still plenty of games news to get through, starting with the fact that you should expect to see Minecraft popping up in some unusual locations over the next 12 months. And we're not just talking about the official documentary set to launch in December. Already, select gaming retailers across the United States are stocking Minecraft prepaid gaming cards for around $30. Traditionally, these cards are used to unlock game time in subscription-based titles, or perhaps to add balance to online retailers like Xbox Live. Don't go thinking Minecraft's a changin' though. The prepaid card happens to cost exactly the same as a copy of Minecraft through the official website. This card is simply a way for gamers to purchase the game even if they don't have access to a credit card for online transactions. But wait, there's more. Minecraft developer Mojang Specifications has just inked a deal with English publisher Egmont Publishing to license a run of children's books and magazines starting sometime in 2013. We don't know quite what's in store, but Egmont has also struck up a relationship with Rovio, suggesting they know what's big in gaming. After more than 20 years in the industry, most of them at Epic Games, working on titles as varied as Jazz Jackrabbit and Gears of War, Cliff Bleszinski has left the building. Announcing via a blog post that it is time for a much-needed break, the Epic design director has stepped down from his position and headed off for places unknown. At this stage, he's not hinting at what he'll be doing, where he'll be going, or if he'll even stick with the games industry, but for now we have seen a few suggestions that the man formerly known as Cliffy B is going to spend a little more time with his family. When Activision released Band Hero back in 2009, the publisher possibly didn't foresee the drama the game would create. Gamers loved the ability to take their favourite rock groups and put them in new settings, singing new songs, but it seems the groups themselves weren't huge fans. According to reports, Californian ska pop group No Doubt had consented to the use of their likenesses when performing their 3 songs in the game. What they didn't consent to was the character manipulation mode, which saw frontwoman Gwen Stefani belting out the prostitute-loving lyrics of the Rolling Stones' Honky Tonk Woman, borrowing Mick Jagger's dulcet tones. According to the band, this means Activision has turned them into nothing more than a virtual karaoke circus act. This week, 3 years after the game's released, the hatchet has been buried, as No Doubt settled with Activision out of court for an undisclosed sum. Courtney Love also famously threatened Activision with legal action over a similar issue in Guitar Hero 5, which saw her late husband, Kurt Cobain, able to sing all sorts of tunes he may not have necessarily sanctioned.
Hello to you, my faithful 12 subscribers. Oh, 11. As you all know, the Eden 5 Youth Science Fair is only weeks away. Marcy Holloway's already got her dad's indentured laborers working on a miniature thermosonic energy reactor because evidently all the money in the galaxy can't buy you originality. Stupid, rich, bourgeoisie jerkbags. Marcy never had to work a day in her life to get where she is. Anarchy forever! Smash the system!
Hey, honey, did you keep it down? Your mother's trying to sleep.
Sure, Dad! Smash the system!
That's Gage, the Mechromancer. She joins the Borderlands 2 crew on October 16th as a new playable class and part of the game's first piece of DLC. This content is free if you are a member of the Borderlands 2 Premier Club, and if you're not, you'll have to hand over $10. Few quick things. Steam has revealed its first non-gaming titles, launching the software range. Starting this week, you'll be able to pick up applications including Art Range Studio Pro, Camera Bag 2, Game Maker Studio, 3D Coat, 3D Mark Vantage, and 3D Mark 11. Many of these use Steamworks features, so you can expect easy installation and automatic updating, plus the ability to save your work directly to the cloud. Speaking of Steam, if you hurry up and pre-order XCOM Enemy Unknown, which launches on October 12th, you'll also snag a free copy of Civilization 5. Alternatively, as the two games are normally the same price, take the reverse approach and see it as buying Sid Meier's latest RTS and snagging a free Alien strategy title without any extra effort. Earlier this week, we got our first sneaky look at the reboot of Karateka, the new game on the way from Prince of Persia creator Jordan Mechner. Well, I say new, but the original version hit shelves back in 1984 for the Apple II. Now though, it's headed to Xbox Live in the not-so-distant future, and from the looks of things, it will be pretty shiny. Speaking of Xbox Live, they suffered a security breach of a very different kind this week when a clever gamer with too much time on their hands realised that Xbox Live Arcade box art hosted on Xbox.com used a simple consecutive file naming format. A few keystrokes later, and a whole bunch of previously unannounced games were revealed. Some we already knew about, like remakes of Karateka, Toe Jam and Earl, and Retro City Rampage. But others, like Double Dragon 2, Discovered, and the very intriguing-looking Girl Fight, were news. As Xbox staff became aware of the breach, which wasn't a hack as it only looked at publicly accessible files, they took one very interesting move. Most of the covers were left online and visible, but one game was removed from the page and replaced with a placeholder. In other news, while Resident Evil 6 has been seeing some horrible reviews since its launch earlier this week, gamers don't seem to be listening to the critics. Capcom has revealed the new horror survival game holds the publisher's record for most copies shipped, with more than 6 million of them now out in the wild. If all things go to plan, the game will also be the highest selling Capcom title in just a few short months, overtaking Street Fighter 2. And in interesting news, Sony is suing Kevin Butler, their vice president of everything. Okay, Kevin Butler isn't a real person. Sorry to shatter that illusion, but he's actually an actor named Jerry Lambert. He's appeared in films like Bad Teacher, TV shows like Greek, Children's Hospital and Shameless, and more recently a North American ad for tyre company Bridgestone. But I hear you say there's no conflict of interest between a gaming console and a tyre manufacturer. You're right. Normally, there isn't, and Sony had no problems with the man known as the vice president of Enough is Enough also appearing in another ad campaign. What the hardware giant did have a problem with, however, was that one of the Bridgestone campaigns Lambert appeared in was all about how you could buy a complete set of tyres and win a Nintendo Wii. Citing a trademark infringement, Sony has taken Bridgestone, the actor, and the advertising company Lambert runs to court. We'll keep you posted. And finally this week saw a delicious new trailer for Forza Horizon. The racer has officially gone gold, meaning basically all the development work is done, and now it's a nail-biting wait for October 23rd when the game finally hits the Xbox 360.
Hey guys, you're listening to Horizon Base Arena with me, Scott Tyler, on the first day of the Horizon Festival. It's already a beautiful Colorado morning here with a forecast for high energy, scattered rhythms, and plenty of thundering
If you like what you see, get ready to head over to Xbox Live. The Forza Horizon demo will be available from October 9, meaning a bunch of different cars and a bunch of different event types are available to give you a proper feel for what's in store. And if that's not enough to tempt you, everyone who downloads the demo and then purchases and plays the full game will get a free car! A custom 2013 SRT Viper GTS is still exciting, even though it's in-game, right? For the full version of those trailers, for more information on any of these stories, or for our ongoing coverage of EB Games Expo 2012, head to playerattack.com. I'm Jessica Citizen. We'll see you next week.